Whether you're a swimmer or diver, you'll be able to improve your skills by using the techniques presented in this video and practicing under the supervision of a certified instructor or coach. The goal of a good swimmer is to maximize the efficiency of every stroke, to use as little energy as possible to create the greatest amount of forward motion. We'll study in detail 6 strokes: front crawl, back crawl, breaststroke, butterfly, elementary backstroke, and side stroke. We'll also analyze 3 starts: the track start, the grab start, and the backstroke start, as well as 7 turns: the front crawl open turn, side stroke open turn, backstroke open turn, front flip turn, breaststroke turn, butterfly turn, and backstroke flip turn. Finally, we'll demonstrate techniques for learning to dive. In this segment, we'll break each stroke down to its basic elements: body position, arm stroke, kick, and breathing and timing. There are several terms you should understand before we begin discussing individual strokes. Body roll is the rotation of the body around the midline, an imaginary line that runs down the center of a swimmer's body. Body roll is especially important in the front and back crawl. The pitch refers to the angle of the hands as they move through the water. A good swimmer can feel a change in pitch because the water flow over the hands is different whenever the hand changes angles. The power phase is the part of a stroke when the arm or leg is moving the body in the right direction. Each power phase consists of 3 parts: the catch, the mid-pull, and the finish. The glide is the part of the stroke after the power phase, when the body keeps moving without any effort from the swimmer. Finally, recovery is the stage of a stroke when the arms or legs relax and return to the starting position. As we examine stroke mechanics, remember that no 2 swimmers will perform a stroke exactly the same way. Certain swimmers may need to adjust part of a stroke because of individual differences in body type, strength, or flexibility. Ultimately, your goal is to swim efficiently. Use the information presented in this video as a guide to learn new skills and refine your technique. The front crawl, sometimes called freestyle, is the fastest of all swimming strokes. To perform the front crawl well, you must pay close attention to your body position, arm and leg action, and breathing. Correct body position is essential for a good front crawl. The way you hold your head is most important because the position of your head directly affects the position of the rest of your body. For instance, raising your head will cause your hips to sink. Unless you are turning your head to breathe, it is very important to keep your head still. Don't let it move from side to side as you stroke. Most swimmers keep the water line between the eyebrows and the hairline, but if your body is not very buoyant, you may have to lower your head in the water so that your hips rise up to the best possible level. The other important aspect of body position for the front crawl is body roll. Your whole body, not just your shoulders, should rotate around the midline. Good body roll is the result of 3 specific movements: a high elbow on the recovery arm, a strong down sweep of the lower arm, and the sideways force of the kicks as the legs roll with the rest of the body. proper body roll will give a good overall rhythm to your stroke. It will also help you maintain good body position, and it will make breathing much easier. Remember that while your whole body is rolling from side to side, your head should continue to look forward unless you're taking a breath. The more you are aware of the feel of the water against your hands, arms, and legs, the better your front crawl can be. The arm stroke begins as your hand enters the water, in front of your shoulder, index finger first. Keep your elbow bent so that the point where your hand enters the water is about 3/4 as far as you could reach with your arm fully extended. Because your elbow is still bent, your arm should enter the water at an angle, fingers first, followed by the elbow. Keeping your elbow high will stop you from slapping the water during entry. As your fingers enter the water, continue to extend your arm forward in a smooth, fluid motion. Good body roll will add length to your extension, giving you more leverage as you continue with the power phase. The pattern that your arm follows during the power phase for the front is shaped like a combination of all body motions create smooth and efficient movement through the water. The back crawl, also called the backstroke, is the only competitive stroke performed on the back. In many ways, it is similar to the front crawl. Good body position is the first step toward a powerful back crawl. Keep your back as straight as you can and flex your hips slightly so that your feet just churn the surface of the water. The position of the head is also important. For most swimmers, the water line runs from the middle of the top of the head to the tip of the chin, with the ears under the water. Your own head position will depend on the level of your skill, your speed, body type, and buoyancy. There's no need to turn your head to breathe, so be sure to keep your head still as you stroke. And like the front crawl, a good back crawl depends on good body roll with every stroke. The arm stroke of the back crawl looks much like a windmill. Your arms move in constant opposition to each other. One arm recovers while the other one pulls. Except for differences of speed between the power phase and recovery, each arm is always opposite the other arm. The stroke begins with your arm straight. Without moving your head, roll your body to the side of your entry arm just before your hand enters the water. Your hand should enter the water just outside the shoulder, little finger first. Your palm is to the outside with the wrist angled slightly down. Your entry hand slices down and out about 8 to 12 inches. This is where the power phase begins. The power phase of the back crawl looks like this: catch, mid-pull, and finish. The propulsive action starts with the catch. Sweep your hand out and down as you start bending your elbow. The elbow should point down and always follow the hand. The mid-pull of the back crawl power phase follows this pattern. At the end of the catch, continue bending your elbow and rotate your wrist slightly, so your hand presses upward and inward. During the mid-pull, as your forearm is passing your chest, your elbow should reach its maximum bend, about 90 degrees.